now, once again, Raymond Arroyo.
Welcome back to The World Over Live. My next guest has spent 30 years practicing pediatric and adolescent medicine, as well as counseling teens and their parents. In her latest book, she turns her attention to the special bond between fathers and daughters and the crucial importance of faith in that relationship. It's called Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters Devotional. 52 devotions every father needs. I spoke with Dr. Meg Meeker recently here in our Washington studio. I want to talk about this relationship.
Yes.
Why is the relationship between fathers and daughters so special, so important, and what practically have you seen are the results of either having that relationship or not having it in your clinical practice? You
know, fathers are very devoted to their daughters. And do you realize, Raymond, that you share a name with God that mothers don't? You share Father? Mothers don't share that name with God, and so what a privilege to share that name with God in parenting your daughters. Fathers are extremely important in daughters' lives, and the problem is that fathers don't realize that. So what I did in the devotional is I tried to bring dads behind their daughters' eyes so that they could see themselves fresh as their daughter sees them, because I believe if every father could see himself as his daughter sees him, for even 15 minutes, his life would never be the same. Wow. Fathers are a bit intimidated with their daughters. Yeah. They look at this thing, you know, you don't dress like I do, you don't talk like I do, you say funny words. So they're a bit intimidated. They want to grow closer to their daughter, but they don't know how. And so these are really the helps that fathers need to grow that relationship with their daughters.
Why a devotional? Meg Meeker was always known as a kind of practical, nuts and bolts counselor, physician. This is what you do when you have a bobo, emotionally or otherwise. Right. This is how to heal the relationship. Why the faith angle and the devotion? Why is that important?
Because every father needs his father to help him parent his daughter. Every dad needs the Holy Father to help him with his children. And when you bring the Holy Father into your relationship with your kids, it gives it that extra oomph. I mean, that's where the solidity and the roots come from. It's truth. It's truth with a capital T. As a medical physician, I give truth a little t, you know, these antibiotics. Yeah. But when you come and you bring God into that, that's where the relationship takes on real deep meaning. Interestingly, many daughters relate to if they have a good relationship with their dad, they relate to God the Father much more easily. If they have a bad relationship, they may have difficulty with God the Father.
What about school performance? I came across some data. School performance is very related to that bond between the father and the daughter.
Yes.
Why?
Absolutely. I think it's a security issue. Daughters who have a good relationship with their father, and I'm not talking about perfect dads or, you know, whatever. I'm talking about an engaged father.
I've never met one of those.
No, there's only one.
Yeah, that's right. There's only one.
We have yet to really meet him. Yeah. We will, though. But when it comes to school and grades, we know that all the great medical research shows that when a dad is engaged in his daughter's life, she tests higher on IQ tests when she's young. She's more likely to graduate from high school and go on to college and to professional schools. She's more likely to get very good grades. And I believe, Raymond, it's really about self-confidence, a sense of value. Because here's a secret dads need to know, and a lot of mothers don't like this, but they know this because they've been daughters. Your mother, we feel, is supposed to tell you can do well. But when your dad says you're going to do well, it's a done deal. There's, you know, we feel as daughters, our dads don't have to tell us we're smart. They don't have to tell us we can do well in school. Our moms, we feel, are supposed to. So that's why dads have an authority in a daughter's eyes with a capital A, I say.
Wow. What is it about the media that has so distorted and in some ways stymied dads from fully engaging with their kids? Because there are an awful lot of negative and ridiculous media depictions of fathers.
I think you're being polite.
Yeah, I am.
You're being very polite.
I wanted to say asinine, but I didn't. But go ahead.
You know, fathers are portrayed as moronic. They're portrayed as people, men, who need to be taught lessons by some snarky 11-year-old kid. And I believe that this is a direct result of the feminist movement that started in the 1970s. I was there at a all-women's college, Mount Holyoke College, in the 1970s. And whenever a revolution is fought, feminists fought a revolution. There are casualties. The casualties have been our good men, our fathers. And it's time to say enough is enough. We know that we need them in our homes. We know we need to speak more respectfully. We need to encourage them. We need to bring them in from orbit. Many mothers will say, well, you know, my husband lives in orbit around our home. Yet we complain that dads never do anything, but we cast them into orbit. And then we say, you never do enough. We tell them what to do. They try to do it. What do? Criticize them.
Yeah.
And then they go back into orbit. We've got to stop. And this is my plea to mothers. If you really love your daughters and you care about your daughters, you must help them have a better relationship with their fathers, divorced or not. Your daughters need, with a capital N, their dad.
What a great message, and it's important, and you do
Very
see
important.
that, and I think
we do.
It's the way mothers and fathers see their role in protecting, you know, the different children in the house, whether it be a boy or a girl.
Yes,
we do treat them differently.
We do. You do. But girls love it.
And fathers can do the same thing. You know, that's my boy. I gotta, you know, hey, he's just being a man. When mom's trying to discipline him, and you're really undercutting
all the time. And
the
you know,
authority of the other partner, the other
I found
spouse.
myself doing that. My husband and I have 3 grown daughters. He'll be having a great conversation with them, talking, and I will swoop in with this tone like, no, I got this. You don't understand. I'm a woman. I thought, how dare you? And I say that, how dare you do that to the daughters and to him? It's disrespectful to him, and it fractures their relationship with him because they feel that he is untrustworthy. You know the #1 protective factor in keeping a girl from being sex trafficked?
No.
Have her father at home, because fathers are natural protectors. They are not preyed upon the way daughters without a dad in the home are.
Ditto for boys, I would imagine.
Yes.
And there was another statistic I saw where if a girl can talk to her father about sexuality and sex issues,
she doesn't get pregnant when she's a teen, because we know that teenage girls are sexually active during the teen years because they want male attention and male affection. So I say to dads, if you really want to help your daughter stay chaste, which is what we want and we hope for them, then be engaged in her life. Don't worry about the sex ed, but communicate to her what your hopes for her are with regard to her sexuality. Help her feel beautiful and wonderful. Teach her to protect it, because that's what makes girls feel good about themselves, and they stay out of the back seat of a boyfriend's car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And sweep the garage when she's coming home from a date every night. Yes.
Be present. Watchful.
Be present.
The circling home.
And it's not bad for the boyfriend either to know that dad's watching.
Put him on notice. See, I have 2 older boys. The little girl, she's not there yet.
Just wait.
Oh, no, I'll be there polishing the gun collection.
That's right.
Here's an email. We've gotten a number of emails. Maggie writes, I'm a single mom. My kids just won't listen. I've taken away activities. I have punished them, and the older they get, the worse the behavior. There is no man in the house. What should I do?
First of all, when I see a mother who is being disrespected by her children, that tells me she's not respecting herself enough and demanding respect. You know, as godly parents, as a single mom, single daddy, we deserve respect. God puts us in a position of authority in our children's lives. So refuse to allow those children to disrespect you. Second, find a male in their lives whom you respect, that you can bring in and expose them to, so that your sons and daughters see how good men behave and how good men talk to you.
We have an email from Candace in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My husband's a wonderful father. He adores our daughter, but they don't really do things together, just the 2 of them. Is there something I could do to encourage my husband to engage in a special activity or outing with just the 2 of them? How important is that, to have one-on-one time?
You know, I think it is important, but what women typically do in that situation is they start hounding their husband. You never do this, you never do that, and we don't approach it well. I know, I've been there, you know, this is mea culpa. So the best thing to do is say, you know what, honey, I was a daughter. I want to show you how our daughter, Susie, sees you. You are her hero. You are the smartest man alive to her. What she wants to know is, do you want her company? So if you can think of things this week to do to just show her that you want her company, she would love it. If you make a husband feel respected and adored by his daughter, it's all you need to do, and then back off and let him go. And of course, you know, if all else fails, have him read my book.
That's right. Well, that's what they should do first, both fathers and mothers.
Because it's safer coming from a stranger than a wife.
Well, I'm glad you're the stranger. You were awesome. Thank you for this. I hope you'll come back. We could do like an hour of this.
We could.
We'll do it next time.
Yes, because you're a great dad. I know that.
Oh, well.
I know that.
Don't ask my wife.
Okay.
I'm most of the time, but there are days.
Yeah.
Strong Fathers and Strong Daughters devotional. 52 devotions every father needs by Dr. Meg Meeker is available at bookstores everywhere and online. And you can find all of Dr. Meeker's terrific columns, and you should read them at lifezet.com. So practical, so beautiful.